Free agency is all but done. The draft is right around the corner, and it's time to lock in Mock Draft 4.0. I haven't done a mock draft since the combine, and now that free agency is wrapping up, I think we need to take a look at some updated needs for these teams. Even before the combine, I called the Carolina Panthers moving up to #1 overall. They did it, and I still go with my original pick, CJ Stroud. My Athletic Greens Foundation's building pick is going to be Bryce Young going #2 to the Houston Texans. I'm still not convinced that the Texans won't go Will Anderson at #2, but for now, I'll bite on them taking a quarterback. And just like Athletic Greens builds a great foundation for your health, Bryce Young is going to build a great foundation for a team that is in search of a quarterback. People are going to talk about his size and his weight all that they want to, but honestly, this guy has all the intangibles that you need at the quarterback position. I'll deal with the size stuff later. Give me a guy that knows how to play quarterback. Hey, if you want to get your AG1, make sure you use the link below down in the description of the video and head on over to Athletic Greens and place your order today, and you're going to get a free gift with it. The Arizona Cardinals moving back is a likely situation, but if Will Anderson is there for them, could they really do it? I think they would go with the best pass rusher in this class. I'm not a huge Will Levis fan, especially for him having to come out and potentially start right away, like he would if this pick were happen to the Indianapolis Colts. I just think the Colts are going to be a little bit scared about how much work may need to go into Anthony Richardson. Not that I agree with it, and they might go with someone that they feel is a little bit more ready to start on day one. Jalen Carter has started to clear up some of his off-field issues. He might slide just a little bit, but not enough to make it past Seattle at #5. They need help on the interior defensive line anyway, and they get a huge gift right here. With the Seahawks and the Lions going back-to-back defensive picks, Anthony Richardson goes to the Las Vegas Raiders. This I still think is a great pick for Las Vegas. They might have signed Jimmy Garoppolo, but he's still not the long-term answer there. I do not think that Anthony Richardson and his skill set were to make it by Josh McDaniels. Draft Richardson, have him sit behind Garoppolo for a year or two, and then he'll be fully ready to go and take the league by storm. Chicago Bears fans are not going to like this pick, but you know what? Let's do it anyway. Bijan Robinson at #9 overall. I think Khalil Herbert is just a fine quarterback that will get the job done. So do they draft Bijan Robinson? Personally, I don't think so, but it's a mock draft. Let's play out some different scenarios and talk about it. Just think about how deadly this offense could be with Justin Fields and Bijan Robinson in the backfield, newly added DJ Moore, and you're going to have Chase Claypool. Woo! Let me tell you what, this is a team that could get super dangerous super quick. At #12 overall, the Houston Texans take Quentin Johnston. Even at the combine interviews, there were a couple of teammates of Johnston that brought up the fact that the Houston Texans had reached out to them and made it known that they had interest in Johnston. And why not? You're gonna need another wide receiver anyway, especially if you're investing in a quarterback at #2. Give him some weapons. The Patriots have done a great job adding to the offensive side of the ball this offseason, and bringing in Jackson Smith-Njigba will be a great weapon for Mac Jones. And I would like to just reiterate one more time, I don't care what his 40 time was. He's the best route runner in this class and will absolutely dominate at the NFL level. This pick might be a little bit too early, but Michael Mayer to the Green Bay Packers actually makes a lot of sense. Jordan Love is going to need another weapon, and Mayer is one of the best blocking tight ends in this class. And you know what? The offensive line actually needs a little bit of help. So let's kill two birds with one stone. Again, this might be too early, but it makes a whole lot of sense. If Green Bay just drafted a little later, it would be perfect. This might be too early, but we're going to play it out anyway. The Lions continue to work on the defensive side of the ball. They go with Christian Gonzalez at the top of the first. Yeah, they've brought in some cornerbacks, but only a couple of them are on one-year deals. They're going to need someone long-term, and they still might not be committed to Jeff Okudah. So they took care of the secondary one more time, and now they take care of the interior defensive line. Brzee is a top 5 talent going towards the back of the first half. Nolan Smith is a great fit for the Buccaneers because this is a guy that's going to be a hybrid edge outside linebacker. He's going to be able to play off the ball really, really well, but when you need to put him on the edge and let him get after the pass rusher, he'll still be able to do that at times. They'll be able to fill 2 holes with 1 player here. Darnell Washington has moved up draft boards quickly, but if you remember a few mock drafts ago, I actually tossed him into the first round because I love what this guy could do. Not only could he help protect Justin Herbert, but he could be a huge mismatch advantage for him as well, especially when you've got these other wide receivers that are going to cost so much attention. The Chargers need help in a few places, but you're going to pay Justin Herbert a buttload of money. Give him the weapons and what he needs. The Vikings could also use a wide receiver now that they moved on from Adam Thielen, but Deonte Banks could be a game changer on the outside. The Vikings just lost 2 of their top cornerbacks from last season, and they have some other younger guys that could step up, but they had lots of injuries last year. Your defense was awful and was one of the main reasons why you were so inconsistent, even though you were winning games. Fix the problem now. Tremaine Edmonds is gone from Buffalo, but a guy that can play a lot like him, Trenton Simpson, will be available here. Edmonds was a great cover linebacker, and Trenton Simpson can do that as well. He's going to play really well off the ball, and I would expect him to help fill that gap immediately for the middle of the defense. As of right now, the Cincinnati Bengals don't need an offensive tackle, but Jonah Williams has requested a trade. They may need a new right tackle soon. Peter Skoronski from Northwestern is a guy that profiles as a left tackle, but he could move to right tackle very easily, and actually to begin his career could be better for him. The Eagles have lost some on the defensive side of the ball, so there are some different things they could do here, but Brian Branch is going to be a real good utility guy. He's going to play style of defense close to what CJ Gardner-Johnson did. They're going to miss that in the secondary this year, but they could replicate it with Branch. Kansas City's lost Mecole Hardman and Juju Smith-Schuster, so you know what? Let's replace both of them and bring in Zay Flowers from Boston College. Honestly, if Kansas City is going to get serious about adding a threat on the outside, they need to move up to take one of the top 2 guys. But in this scenario, we're not doing a whole lot of trades, so we're going to leave them where they're at, and at this point right now, Zay Flowers would be the best available for what is needed. Yo, I didn't cover every pick in this draft, but if you become a member of the channel, I'll give you full breakdowns of all of my mock drafts as member-only vids. But if you're not able to right now, no worries. Hit that like button for me, subscribe if you're new here, and leave me a comment down below. Whoever your team is, let me know who you really want them to draft in the first round. Just be realistic with it. I'm gonna get out of here though. Peace out, stay safe and healthy, Headliner Nation. I'll catch you all on the next episode of the Fantasy Headliners.